Alright, welcome back to Minecraft. It has been a while since I've played on this world, so I, honestly have no idea what's going on and what I'm going to do today, but, finished the, Borderlands playthrough, and now I have no idea what I'm going to do. Because I've said this a couple times, October 5th, I'm going to be playing, or starting a new series on a new game that's coming out then, and I don't want to start a different series, only to be, postponed. But I have so much stone? All right, I built a castle. I literally spawned at the castle. All right. First of all, store all this. That is a lot of random stuff. You have pants I can upgrade, right? Like 3 pairs. What am I supposed to do with 3 pairs? There, well, Pro 3. Then boots. Yeah, but as I was saying, I'm starting a new series. 19, really? 17. What a scam. And didn't want to do a new one, just be postponed. Although tomorrow, some more Rock and Stone. More, Deep Rock Galactic. Speaking of that, I don't know if I even talked about the TikTok or not that did super well, but it did even more well. If you believe it. That goes in my head. That goes there. I guess today let's just work on upgrading our gear. And then actually, I have a whole chest for netherrack now. Same with cobblestone and dirt. Let's get all these cleaned out. Yeah, that's what we'll do. It's almost night, but I think I have a bed in the castle, so we'll sleep there. Yeah, more rock and stone. Another collab. It's gonna be great. You guys seem to really like the Rogue Galactic. And I mean, I knew it was popular. Like, I knew it was like a game with a fan base and all that, but I didn't know how big it was, how popular. So that's cool. I'm enjoying it. I think I've talked about this before, but I did have the game for a little while before I even played it on my PlayStation. Then I bought it for my PC, and it was honestly a pretty good choice. It's a fun game. Alright. I guess today what we'll do is continue this project. That should be pretty boring to watch, but needs to get done. Well, it doesn't need to, but I want it to get done because I want to start building it probably today. Oh, also, all right. It sounds like, is it picking up the sound of my game? No, I have to turn it up a bit. Right. It was very quiet. There, yeah, you guys can hear it now, I think. Oh. Don't know how to change it back to just Minecraft. Minecraft isn't showing up in the apps. I think it's because of my mic. Yeah, so I can get music on, but it's probably going to be sort of loud. Let's try it right now. I'll check how loud it is. Open up some YouTube music. I have premium. Oh, it's been so long. I don't even have like the medieval music in my recommendations anymore. Medieval music, non-copyright. There we go. Oh yeah, that should be good. Back to this stuff again. You know how it works. Also, I don't think I have my texture pack on. Why isn't it on? Made for an older version. I don't care. Put it on. It's pretty much the same version. I doubt anything's changed. Alright, yeah, now that's looking a little bit better. I was looking at my hotbar and being like, something seems off. And something was off. Alright. Gonna continue cleaning out the chest. You know, get all the stuff all the way across my village. Gravel. I think I have a chest for gravel, hopefully. Andesite, cobblestone, diorite. Not lapis. Actually, I think I need one for lapis pretty soon. Alright, I have one for iron as well. Oh, hey, trader. I have 15 emeralds. Let's see what he has to offer. I'm not gonna kill him. Don't know why I'm pulling out the sword. Nothing really good. Slime balls are actually something I might buy from him, or sticky pistons. That way I don't have to find a swamp or make a slime farm. Because I could easily just make a slime farm. Just need to make a bunch of flat area. Alright, granite. Oh, right, I have enough to actually get the chest all looking nice. And by nice, I mean just filling up all these slots. So I know that's for granite. Andesite, right? Gravel. Oh, live gravel. I have plenty of gravel. Actually, I don't have any more gravel. Andesite. Netherrack. Andesite. Again. Cobblestone should be over here. Almost filled up the cobblestone chest. That's going to be pretty fun for any projects I may or may not build in the future. Oh, I already had one for lapis. That's all I have. That is loud for me. I'm gonna turn down my volume. Shouldn't affect you guys at all. Yeah, it doesn't affect it for you guys. But I would like to hear myself speak. Just makes it easier to know what I said. And keep track of everything I say. I have to hear it myself. And it helps that I'm not speaking too loud. Alright. Netherrack. I think I have one for obsidian, so we'll take that. Dirt also needs to come with me. Do I have all the dirt in there? No, I moved it. Soul sand, I'm not going to be moving that. Lapis can be moved, though. Maybe I should store all the armor so I can have more slots to move stuff. Because even now it's going to take probably 1 to 2 more trips. Maybe we'll decorate the castle today. The floor, mainly. Because I want to add, like, flags and stuff to it, but I am, not nearly good enough at building or something like that. And I don't want to sit there trying out a bunch of different stuff just to not like it and break it down and just waste an entire stream. Well, I'll do research, look into it. Do I not have an obsidian one? That was lapis, I needed that. I could have... Oh, now I do. Alright. One more trip, and then we'll be done with this, and then, I'll figure out something else to do. I would like to do stuff that's going to work towards progression as well. I don't want to just waste time. Maybe we'll start farming. Farm, animals, just stuff like that to flesh out the world a bit, because it's kind of bland. Like, I have my village and all that, and I have the castle, and that's pretty much it, other than a huge hole that I've dug. For... It's not even a good reason, it's just kind of there at this point until I do something with it. What do I have? Dripstone block. Oh, I bought it, right, to level out my villager. I do want to figure out what I want to do, or I want to figure out, yeah, what I want to do with the floor. What block I want to put down. Maybe I'll decorate the floor with, like, stone, and then we'll put carpet or something over it. I don't really want a solid color, but I don't want, like, a checkerboard pattern or anything like that. And that's pretty much all I know what to do. Alright. Andesite. No, this is andesite. Cobblestone. Oh, I left some andesite. That's just regular stone. There, that's all my blocks moved. All the important blocks that I'm going to be mining from the hole. I guess I'll do a bit of villager trading, but I'll have to cut down some of the trees. I don't think I have a lot of wood. No. Oh, if I did, it'd be in this chest, right? I have... Oh, I have plenty. Let's just get that set up. There we go. Yeah, you guys are ready to trade again. I can also repair my shovel in the process. That is looking pretty low on durability. Nice. Perfect. It's not looking as bad. Also made too many sticks. I forgot if they have a discount, you can cut off 2 logs from the stack. Alright. I need more torches. I have coal. I think I had a larger stack of coal somewhere, though. Yeah, with those extra sticks, I can make torches. Yeah, that'll make us 40. That should be enough. Let's put the coal back. I have so much more room in my chest now, which is pretty awesome. Oh, right, we got an ancient debris last time. I think. I don't remember what we did last time, but one of the previous streams we got ancient debris. Probably not going to explore the nether a whole lot today. Not really something that seems interesting to me. Oh, I should probably patch that. That looks kind of bad down there, the staircase. Let's see, what are we at now? 67. We'll do 24 layers, since I have 24 ladders in that stack. Because I think we've mined down to 0? Maybe? Yeah, so we've done 67 layers, and I don't know how deep Deep Slate goes. Maybe like 60? So, still have quite a bit to go with this project. At least, once we hit the first layer of bedrock, we'll be done. Yeah, this is a perfect pickaxe. Alright. I'm thinking about mining all the ores in the walls and all that, just so we can get a whole bunch more and not have to find them later. Although, it kind of looks nice having them there. Although, I'm not going to be seeing them a whole lot anyways. This is all tough. Yeah, I actually need Deep Slate, so I'm kind of upset about this. But Tough does mine faster than Deep Slate, so it's not that much of a problem. Also, gold. Very nice. It's the first gold I've ever mined on this world. Really? How long have I been on this world for? 66 Minecraft days. And that is the first gold ore I've ever obtained. I really am slacking. Also, diamonds. That's nice. And we got 10. 4 ores. Nice. Also dark. I don't really care to sleep. The mobs won't bother me down here. It's just wasting time to go up there. Although, no, it's too late now. By the time I get up there, it'll be fully dark and creepers will spawn. I was gonna say I should go up there to sleep to prevent creepers from spawning, but there's really no point to it. No way I'd be able to get there in time. Yeah, it's gravel. Trying to remember what everything is with this texture pack. Oh, I'm gonna go up anyways in a second. My inventory's gonna get full. And out of everywhere I could have chosen to dig, I chose the tough patch, really. I'm looking around and it's all deep slate and all that. I'll come back and mine the gravel. Good thing about gravel and dirt and all that is that it'll speed up the process substantially. Because I can instantly mine it. Perks of having an efficiency 4 shovel? Either that or 3. I don't know, either one mines instantly. It's 4. It's felt like chicken. Alright, not bad. Pretty good gravel patch. Iron. Alright, what I should also do is, set up an iron farm. They're not that hard, if I remember how to set them up correctly. I will have to dedicate, like, 3 villagers to it, though. And I will have to get a name tag. Actually, I think I have a name tag. So, let's use that for it. It's getting them to pick up armor and items is just, too hard for me. I've never been able to figure it out. Oh, hello, welcome to the stream. After these 2 layers, I'll go up and store my blocks. Oh, gravel. Nice. How much iron did I get from that? 4, so about 2 each. I say about because it's possible I got 1 from one of them and 3 from the other. Alright, there. Yeah, my inventory's already full. Can't pick up any of this. Don't need the flint. Oh, tabbed out apparently. Okay. Since I'm already going up, I might as well sleep. Because, also forgot to put on my Fulbright. I think that's Fulbright. It is, it literally says Fulbright. Yeah, there we go. You can actually see again. Oh, that's an Enderman. Let's sleep before. That way I don't have to deal with all these skeletons and zombies. Yep, knew that was gonna happen. You know what, before I go, let's fill this in. I'm gonna have to redo the floors anyways, so, I don't really care that's going to be cobblestone for a minute. Still haven't figured out what block I want for the floors, though. I'll probably just do stone bricks. I do have like 6 stacks sitting in my furnaces. That is gravel. Only 1 stack? Not even a stack of gravel from all that, really? What is this? Andesite. Don't think I have any. That's gravel. Diorite granite. Cobblestone. Oh, right, I'm in the deep slate area. Deep slate and tough. That's what I have to put away. Some iron. Gold. No place to store gold? I'm gonna need 2 more chests. Just mine all this out. Where's dirt? There it is. Won't grab that dirt yet. Grab the bed and the dirt. That way the bed goes into my hotbar first and I don't open up my inventory. Right. Wood. There's some. I only need 16 though. Oh, I already had a chest. I only need to make 1. It's fine, or we could have an extra chest on me. Oh, wait. That's not gonna be an extra chest, right? Because I'm using double chest. And diamonds. Cool. Let's do 6 more layers. Alright, 1, 2. That was 3. I could do 3 layers at a time, but I feel like that'd slow me down. I'd have to keep looking up. I mean, it's already going fast, all this gravel. This is very nice. I was actually considering getting myself a beacon before finishing this project, because having a beacon and haste would be very nice. Although I don't think it's possible to instant mine deep slate, so this part would still be somewhat slow. But then I remembered that to get a beacon you have to fight the Wither. And I really don't feel like doing that right now. Sure, I'm in full diamond armor, but my weaponry kinda sucks. I'm still using the stone sword that I made my first stream on this world. Definitely not taking out the Wither with a stone sword. See, I'm not going to do the entire thing all at once. So we'll finish these last 4 layers, and then we'll do something else. Actually, we could dig this thing from the bottom up, and I could just start working on what it's actually going to become early. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just dig straight down, because that's it's a pretty good idea. Oh, mineshaft. How fun. Let's actually explore this. Since we're here. I'm gonna need that bone anyways for farming later. Do I have torches? Back up. How did you hit me from there? No way. No chest? What a scam. Pick up all the ores. Not because I need ores, but because I need experience to repair my pickaxe. I have no shield. There, now the axe is fully repaired. That's not gonna repair my pickaxe. That's iron. I do need iron though. Somebody picking this up. Not for crafting or anything, but for trading. Some villagers, like weaponsmiths, armorsmiths, stuff like that, require iron to trade with in order to get some meaningful progression. Like, sure, I could keep buying their stone tools, but that's gonna take a lot of emeralds. Lapis. Take him 6p. Man, this mine shaft is kind of boring. Continue going down. Oh, that music cut out. It's back. So a small problem that I just realized. I only brought 16 ladders with me, and pretty sure I've gone down a bit more than 16 blocks. Yeah. I'm gonna use cobblestone and mines faster. Also something I forgot to check, dimensions of my hole. Really, that wasn't even enough. It's fine. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, well, actually, what I'll do is I'll go down there, and then I'll dig that side out, and then that corner, and just keep going down like that. Not gonna do all 4, only need 3. And then once I do that, I will get bubble elevators because this is far too slow. But once the full project's done, I'll get bubble elevators. For now, though, I'm going to add probably just a drop down into a single block of water. For now, though, let's store all of this. I'll use that for building blocks for now. Throw out all the stuff I'm not going to be using. Alright, almost have enough iron to fill up the full chest. I don't know one for flint, so I'm just gonna chuck the flint out. Alright, more ladders though. There, now I can head back down. Making sure I can jump down and land on a ladder. But if I miss the ladder, like miss the timing to get back on, I'll take damage and probably die. And that would not be ideal. Speaking of not ideal, the music also keeps cutting out. That's kind of annoying. Might as well just download the song at this point. I use the same one each time. Maybe I'll start looking at more non-copyright music and create like a playlist. Or, you know, if you have any suggestions, you could always let me know as well. Alright, I have 30 more. Oh, we're at negative 58 anyways. That's bedrock. Alright, it seems like the highest layer is going to be this one. So, not gonna mine out anymore. Now let's fix the music. First things first. And to do that, I'll just rewind an hour to where it's already loaded. Also, block this up, and then all this. This is not going to be a fun cleanup to clean up all the mine shaft stuff. Not gonna sleep, no reason to. Alright, well, the first time I mined down it was safe, so surely nothing will go wrong this time. No, it's going wrong. The music's off as well. Everything is going wrong. Alright. Downward I go. Alright, you know what? Screw the music. You're stuck with my voice from now on. And my voice alone. Isn't that a pleasant thought? Where I'll hit play on the music in a minute. Just gonna let it buffer a bit. I wouldn't actually just have you being stuck with my voice. That wouldn't be fair to all of you. Well, I was gonna say that's pretty convenient, but never mind, because now I just have to rebuild, which has taken more time than it would have to just mine this. Also, they broke my ladders, which was extremely rude. Time to sleep. Also, to put away the ladders, I don't need them anymore. I've gotten down to where I need to go. There is no reason to keep them with me. Why, as soon as I come up here, I'm just being attacked. Alright. Nothing invaded my castle. Cool. I say invaded, but they pretty much just walk in. I leave the front door open. You missed, nerd. Alright, store the cobblestone. And the gravel. There it is. Don't mind me opening up every single chest because I forget where I put things. I could put a sign on it. That might be good to do. But I'm not doing this the entire time. I really should keep stuff like gunpowder because I'm sure I'm going to need it soon. Alright, but for now, I don't. So let's start grabbing the stuff I'm going to need for this build. What does polished deep slate look like? How much deep slate do I have? I mean, I have a bit of it. Get that organized properly. Also, dirt chest. Maybe I'll use this for it? I mean, hold on, how does this contrast? Maybe. Oh, how does this contrast? Because I want this all to be connected at one point. I don't really like it, actually. Man, my whole plan is ruined. I dug this hole down to bedrock for no reason. I'm kidding. All right, music back on. Surely it's buffered enough. Let's see. I think I have some quartz. Yeah, just a little. Let's turn this all into blocks, and then decide whether or not I'm actually going to use it. That way I can't undo it if I decide I'm not going to. So this build isn't gonna look good at all, but it's something I enjoy doing. And I want to make it look at least somewhat decent. Alright, how does this contrast with all these? Not bad, actually. I like that. With dirt, though, not terrible. With an actual dirt block. Yeah, I feel like that fits a lot better. And I'll keep the Polish deep slate on me in case I want to check again, like when I'm down here. Alright. Down we go. Let's face this way so I can just mine that way. God, the music just keeps going out. Well, that was rude. I should probably heal. Alright, music is a bust. We're done. I'm done trying. Gravel. Alright, now I gotta get this all dug out. And then I gotta check if I measured the hole correctly. Because I probably should have done that when I was on the surface, but yeah, I didn't. I am a bit of... Actually, I might have. It's been a while. I probably didn't. Past me, that guy's an idiot. Doesn't seem like something he would do. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, I think I went down one too low, but that just actually saves me time. I will use the block of quartz to measure all this out. Oh no, if I'm using quartz, we're going to be going to the nether quite a bit. Because it's either that or I buy from the villagers, and they charge quite a bit for blocks of quartz. I almost said coal. Wish I could buy coal from them, that'd be great. I'm gonna have to keep making so much charcoal. There, it is all dug out. Let me just check, make sure the stream is all up and running. Yep, it has been for 39 minutes, give or take. Alright. So now I must find the direct middle. 5, 5, yeah, that's it. That piece of bedrock. Oh, it's literally perfect. Right, I did measure it then. Yeah. I knew that from looking at the 4 block gap, 5 block gap in the very middle. So now what I do is that ladder is going to be annoying. Yeah, but it's my only way of getting back up, so I'm stuck with it. At least until I get the bubble elevator set up. I'm only going to make one going up because it's going to be much more convenient to just drop down. Maybe not, actually. I think I might have to keep the ladder, but move it back one block. Or, actually, I might be able to stay there like that. It'll look ugly, but it'll work. No, I'm definitely going to move it. That'll just be a temporary thing. No, I'm not gonna mind the entire thing going up. But I just want to start the first layer of this. That's your first hint, it is going to be a layered build. I mean, I'm literally going to reveal what it is in less than a couple minutes, so yeah, you have till then to guess what I'm building. Little hint is it's something I've said the world needed for a bit. I've said it a couple times. Wow, this ladder is slow. I'm just gonna throw the Polish deep slate in there as well. Nobody will ever notice. There, more gold. More redstone. Flint. Rail. Block of quartz. Is that really all I have? After all the quartz mining I've done, that's all I've managed to get. Alright, how much is it? Can I add something here? Like support beams going across. Make it look a little bit nicer. A little more complete. It feels hollow. Maybe? I have an idea that might get rid of the need for quartz. If I use something like polished deep slate for my floor, and I can use polished deep slate for the other build, and it'll feel like it kind of matches. Also, my bed's in the castle. I ran over here to sleep. My aim is terrible. Yeah, it's a 1-for-1 trade. That is not worth it. Thought I had another inventory slot there. I have actually have a better idea. And this solves our floor problem. I said no checkerboard pattern, but it's gonna be a checkerboard pattern. I ran past the bed. I have no idea what I'm doing. Alright, so it's gonna be quartz and polished deep slate. Before I commit to the entire thing, I'm going to do just a small area, 4x4, just to see how it would look. That's cobbled, not polished. I kind of like that. No, I don't. I'm not going to lie. That looks terrible. With this texture pack, at least. It might look good on just vanilla Minecraft, or like a different texture pack, but I don't like it with this. A full floor of cobble deep slate. I actually like that a whole lot. Alright. Well, I figured out what my floor is going to be. And probably what the project is going to be. Let's get this entire thing dug out. Also, that is not the permanent place for the nether portal. I need to get that moved soon. So let me just put some flint under it. Yeah, that'll be a flush deep slate. Oh, what's durability? I don't have unbreaking on this. But at least I got a lot of dirt now. I really don't want this to break. It has 300 more blocks worth of breaking before it breaks. So hopefully the castle doesn't have that much left. But also keep in mind I have to dig all that out, and that definitely is going to. So that'll be after I repair my shovel. There. Tis done. Oh wait, the bed doesn't break unless I have both of them broken. Okay. That's fair. Let me pick up all this dirt, because I'm going to need it, so I'd rather it not despawn. There we go, that's a lot of dirt. That's going to be gone soon. Same with all this deep slate. Because I need a floor. Hopefully 9 stacks plus what I already had will be enough. Oh wait, I can make deep slate bricks? That might be better. Let me make 16 and then compare 2 4x4 areas of it. Because deep slate bricks, I never knew you can make these. I do not build a whole lot. Yeah, that's gonna look so much better for the ground. Well, alright. Let's pick up all this. Craft a whole bunch of them. Just gonna fully commit to it. Or deep slate tiles. No idea, so I'm not even gonna do anything with it. I'll make 4, just so I can see what it looks like. I don't like it. Not just gonna throw them away, though. I might find a use for them. But for now, let's get my floor done. I'm actually use these for my my project as well. I've already gone through 3 stacks. I doubt I'm even halfway done. It's a good thing I brought 9 with me then. There was no reason to break that. I just want to go row by row. Excluding the bed and the obvious 4x4 area I tested out the floor with. Dang, I only have like 3 more after this. Oops. Alright, 3 more stacks. That should be good, because it's gonna be getting narrower from here. Did I? I did not. Alright, let's start doing like this. Nice. Yeah, I'm really liking this floor. Now I just gotta get all this done. But before that, I'd like to see how these deep slate tiles look down here. Since I'm heading down, I might as well take some blocks with me, you know. Going down there is anyways. Might as well make some progress in this process. Yeah, remove this. Real shame I can't get bedrock. The bedrock looks nice. Then I need some tiles. Maybe, actually. What else can I do with deep slate? That's it. Quartz bricks could actually... Um, which one looks nicer with dirt? I feel like, yeah, quartz wins this. I've already decided on quartz, that's what I'll be using, but quartz bricks look a lot nicer. And I've already crafted all my quartz into bricks, so it's too late to go back now. And boom. Yep, let's go. Let's leave. Actually, what I'm going to do here is... There. Much quicker way to get back down. That way I'm not wasting as much time going up and down. That was also probably loud. I dropped my phone onto my mouse. Ah, what? Sorry, I was responding to a message, and I fell. I really gotta bring a bed down there. Alright. First of all, let's do that, so I can carry more blocks with me down. Start off with enough for one here. It's actually that perfect amount. I think either that or I'm wrong, and I'll be going back up. Where are they? I'm one of the quartz. That's actually huge. I have a lot of seeds in different chests. I should really get them all in one chest. Alright. Also going to need more water. I try to never have an empty bucket, you know. Man, Rez, I'm trying to sleep. What a scam. You'll never take me alive, skeleton. I think that's the right. I think it's the right one. I put the water in. Hopefully, yeah. All right. Dirt time. Oh, I'm gonna have one extra. I missed that block on purpose. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay. And then the water. Alright, so what this is going to be is a farm. You haven't figured that out yet. And let's get it all filled up. And yeah, kind of weird. Are you kidding me? Didn't even know that was possible. I don't remember what I was saying now because I'm upset that I just did that. Man, it's probably gonna be slow because I only have 30 seeds to start off with. Alright, I was talking about how you might think it weird that I'm making a farm all the way down here rather than on the surface. And the reason for that is because I can, and I'm gonna have it go all the way up to the sky. Just a farm. Is like nobody's gonna stop me. I used to do this on multiplayer servers. Either that or I'd just be a mole and just kind of live down underground with all my farms and stuff. It was always super fun. And just funny. To just build a sky-high farm. I've really gotta get a more efficient system. I said that every time I hop on this ladder, I've got to make it better. Yet I never do. Dirt, right? I need more dirt. But for now, did I miss the dirt chest? I did. Put away the deep slate. I'm not gonna be using it. Same with the ladders. Ladders are up here. And now I actually need more. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I need more nether quartz, and I have to repair my shovel. So we can do both at the same time. Nah, you're not coming through. Well, I got Speedy. Before I head out. Negative 45, 71. Don't care about the white coordinate. I will find my way back with those coordinates. I really should bring my soul speed boots with me. Fight me. Come on, spit at me. I know you want to. Coward. Are we friends? Yeah, I don't trust you. Yeah, run away. You know, the second I start climbing up there, you're gonna... Oh, you're mad at me now. Here. Now to save. And I've already dug up here before by this. Judging by the staircase that is so neatly dug. Not have been regular terrain generation. Nice. Literally just gathering blocks and I found some. I actually need that. I feel like XP is just going to always be a problem. I really should start grinding gear to fight the Ender Dragon. Just get some XP. Can I jump? I broke that, did I not? Pretty soon this area is just going to be devoid of quartz, and I'm going to have to run thousands of blocks to gather some new quartz. I mean, another way to get it is also to trade, so if I can get myself a gold farm. Although that's going to be time consuming. And I'm not somebody who likes to AFK. I just never understood the whole point of AFKing. Like, you're playing a game, like, play the game. You know? What's the point of booting up a game if you're just gonna sit there and let the game play itself? No. I do not want to fight you. Oh, I thought you were quartz. You're not quartz. You really jumped down to fight me. I guess it'd be rude not to fight you now. I win. I'm not going that way. There's no quartz this way. Alright. That way is all devoid of quartz. Never mind. Down there isn't. I love feather falling. I can just jump off things to my heart's content and face minimal consequences. It's gonna be even better when I get full prot 4. Feather falling 4. I am never gonna fear drop again. Just carry a potion of Turtle Master with me all the time. I fall off something too high that can't survive. Just drink resistance 4. I think. I don't know what resistance you get from that. Stop shooting at me. It's rude. I just want quartz. I want that quartz. What did I dig this out for? What's my plan here? Ow. Lava. Not learn from our mistakes, just do the same thing again. I really should heal before pushing forward. But playing smart isn't very fun. I make that. I totally can. Oh, more. Nice. I need that. Don't know why I jumped. So I'm in a bit of a predicament here. Um, I'm going to hope this doesn't kill me. Oh, my heart is racing. I'm gonna pause and I'm just gonna sit here a minute. Um, yeah, I really should have been crouching. I don't know why I wasn't. I feel like an idiot. But I lived, and that's all that matters in the end. All right, I'm I'm gonna press play, and play a little bit more careful from here on out. Alright, get the relaxing music back on. That's why I'm playing badly. Second of pauses, I'm just gonna turn it off because the music started to annoy me. Not the music itself, but the fact that it doesn't want to work. And I would download it if it wasn't 3 hours long. My computer is already running incredibly low in space. And today I decided, hey, let's download Borderlands 3, a huge game, because I want to play it again. One I could have just downloaded onto my PlayStation where all my characters are. I don't know why I chose to download it from my PC. And yeah, right before I'm about to download another game that is going to be absolutely huge when it comes out, because, you know, waiting on this game. October 5th, 3 days from now, I think. It's not midnight yet. Yeah, 3 days from now. I really should find a better time to stream. Streaming until midnight, and I only stream for a couple hours, so that tells you what time I stream at. It isn't really working. I feel like most people are asleep or in a different time zone, you know. Alright, my pickaxe, my shovel is looking pretty good. But I need more quartz because after all that, I got barely a stack. That block just did not make a noise when it broke. Okay. One second. Alright, never mind. Alright, how much do I have now? I turn it all into bricks, which is what I'm going to do anyways. I have quite a bit. Yeah, I think now's a good time to head back. The shovel is almost fully repaired. And as much as I'd love to see that green bar disappear... Oh, what a clutch. I'm counting as a clutch. You can't shoot upward. Why am I going so high? I know exactly where I am, though. I don't need to check the coordinates. I am a smart navigator. Do I have? I do. Of course I have more blocks. Oh wait, no, I have more bread. That's what I was gonna check. I just told my mind, hey, check if you have more, and my mind went to blocks instead of bread. Yeah, maybe I don't know where I am. I think I'm lost. No, I'm not. It's right here. Alright. You know what time it is. Time for a Breezely Bridge. Holy, I actually got 4 there. I have not tried that in a while. So, fun fact, I thought I got banned from Hypixel once for doing that, because I ended up going like 40 blocks on a in a Bed Wars match. It was a private match anyways. And after that, shortly after, I got banned for a month, and I never figured out why until recently. I thought it was a false ban because at the time this was like when a lot of accounts were being hacked and used for and being sold for like hacked. Do you hack on that? I'm trying to get at. And yeah, it turns out it was because one of my Skyblock friends was quitting, and they gave me all their stuff. And this was onto my main profile. But because I was also a part of the profile which they gave me the stuff on, as a co-op profile, they saw it as boosting. Because my friend didn't delete the account after. Like, they should have for it not to be boosting. And, yeah, I got banned for a month, which sucks because I bought MVP plus right before that. So, I lost that. I didn't even get to use it. It just stole $10 from me. Which is understandable. I broke the rules. I deserved the ban. I didn't know I broke the rules because I didn't know what boosting was. It was so incredibly new to the game. But I mean, it's all fair. Wonder if I should play on Hypixel again. Start making content on there. I'm pretty good at it. I am a Skywars Duels, like a diamond rank, whatever, like 700 wins or so. 800? I don't know what it is. Yeah, I could definitely do that kind of stuff. Just make some like short 10-minute videos, Skywars Duels, tell stories. I'm getting better at that. One thing I've noticed is that I am far better at talking than when I first started. This isn't really a fair comparison, but my first ever stream, I didn't talk at all. Like, I literally sat there, just playing Terraria. I don't remember what I was doing. I think it was like a modded Terraria. And I just sat there. My mic was on, and it was unmuted and all that. And I was so nervous to start talking, and now you can't get me to stop talking. You're stuck with my voice the entire time. Yeah, I really wish I saved it, because it would have been interesting to see my first ever stream compared to what I'm doing in a couple years from now. I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. I don't plan on making it into like a full-time job like a lot of big streamers. This is only a hobby for me. But yeah, I'd still like to see where I am in a couple years from here. And funny thing about that stream was actually at the very end I finally spoke, and I was super nervous because I saw the little 1 in the top left of my Twitch overlay, and I was like, dang, I have a viewer, and they've stayed. Of course the music breaks. I'll turn that off for my story then, whatever. And I saw the 1, and I was super stoked. I was like, somebody appreciated my content enough, even though I'm not talking, to sit, stay, and watch it for the entire thing. Actually start building up the next one. And this was before I eventually learned that once it starts at 0, you get a viewer, it stays at 1 for the rest of that stream. So even now I'm probably talking to nobody. But I mean, it's still fun talking, you know? But why am I going like that to dig up? I can just dig up like this. Yeah, but I thought that I still had a viewer then. And at the very end, I was like, alright, thank you for watching my stream. Like, I was so nervous. Stuttering and all that. A great experience, though. And then the next stream, I think I started talking a little bit. Not like I do now. I try to have no no moments in the stream where I am silent for more than 30 seconds. Otherwise, I feel like it's just boring. I mean, talking about completely irrelevant stuff and just trying to fill the silence is also boring, like what I'm doing now. I can assure you, nobody cares. But it's still just an interesting story. If I had interesting stories to tell, I'd do short-form content like that. Just tell a story while I play a game in the background. Kind of like, there's a couple people who I watch, mostly Clash Royale YouTubers, who just tell stories while they play. And it keeps it interesting. I don't have to focus on the gameplay. I just put them onto the background, listen to their story, and it's still entertaining. But yeah, I live a bland life. I don't have fun stories to tell you guys. I could just make some stuff up. You know, just spend like an hour before stream coming up with fake scenarios in my head, letting them play out. No, I'd never do that. And I guess I can... Here, I'll tell you guys a story. So, a short while ago, I don't remember how long ago it was, maybe a couple weeks or so, I had gone to a Subway, right? I was on a college campus doing stuff, and I'd gone to the Subway on the college campus. And they didn't tell me until like halfway through making my sandwich that they don't accept cash. And I thought I had my card with me, but I didn't. So I get there, I reach in my backpack, it's gone. And then I just stand there, I'm like, hey, I don't have any cash. And they just look at me dumbfounded like I'm speaking another language. So I stand there awkwardly, just being like, maybe I'll try to set Samsung Pay or something, let them know, hey, I'm trying to figure this out. I'll see if I look into my bank account, right, and I have like $4 to my name. The sandwich cost it's like $12 or so. I was thinking, yeah, that's not going to work either. It needs my card number as well to even set up Samsung Pay. So I text someone, I'm like, hey, let me use your card, I'll pay you back. And as they're doing it, I'm sitting there for like 20 minutes trying to get this figured out, and eventually the people behind me, I think they just got fed up of waiting for me to do this, because they were still doing orders and stuff, but it was a lot slower because I was standing there trying to get it figured out. They were trying to help me. It was like, I'll pay for it for you. I'm like, really cool. And I tried to offer them cash, and they didn't want to accept it. That was also pretty cool of them. And yeah, end of my story. See, I have nothing interesting to talk about. I told you about a trip to Subway. Don't know why I went back up when I needed to keep building. Now the question here is, do I leave it... Why are you like that? Did I land on this? I might have when I jumped up here. Do I want it to be 2 blocks, and then I have stuff right above my head? Or 3 blocks and have a little bit more room? Let's do 2, because that'll get me more farm. And more farm is good. Man, I am bored of building farms. It's not because of just right now. It's because, I already told you I play Hypixel Skyblock, and that's why I got banned for a month. Only ban I've ever had in any game, and I was super upset because I didn't earn it. Like, you can count all the 5-minute bans I've gotten from Rocket League for leaving a match because, my teammates, like, purposely throwing or something. I don't count those as bans. Those are just... take a breather. Yeah, this should keep the farm going as well. Every time I move up, I'll just move that up. Yeah, only time I've ever been banned in a video game. And I only recently figured out why. I even did like a report, and I was like, hey, I am a loyal, good boy, bad lion client user. I did nothing wrong, I can show you. And they didn't even get back to me, they were just like, yo, denied. So yeah, I waited out my ban, and now I'm, I don't play Hypixel anyways. No, I log on every once in a while just to collect my Skyblock stuff, you know, have all my minions going. Bunch of tier 11 snow minions, some clay minions, gold minions so I can upgrade my bank because I'm just far too rich. I can't store anything more. I know, such a common problem we all have. Yeah, I used to play, I think I started Hypixel because I used to watch a lot of like Bed Wars YouTubers and all that. And once I finally got Java, I was super excited because I didn't get Java till about 3 or 4 years ago. Yet I've been playing Minecraft for over 10 years. And I was just super stoked when I got it. I didn't even load up a world. The first thing I did was log on to a server. Wait, why am I putting that back on YouTube? And that server was Hypixel, of course. I just kept exploring servers. And then I boot up a world and I just play it for a while, get a pretty nice world set up. Then I'm like, talk to my friend, I'm like, hey, feel free to join me if you want, because I'm used to Microsoft version, of course, where you can just join somebody. I didn't know you can't really join somebody in Minecraft unless you have like a server set up. Didn't mean to do that. There goes all my progress, my seeds. How fun. Oh, I actually have to get rid of this water. But yeah, and then I was super confused when they just never joined me. So I was like, man, surely they said they were interested in joining the world. And then they eventually told me a couple days later, like, you can't just join somebody in Java like you can Microsoft. And I was super confused until I eventually figured it out. Alright, let's keep digging this out. So yeah, on Hypixel now, I started playing like Bed Wars and stuff, just typical stuff you'd see people play on there. And then I started Skyblock. And I didn't have like the first introduction a lot of people do. As soon as I joined, my friends invited me to the co-op, gave me a full set of dragon armor and an aspect at the end. Like pretty decent gear for the time. This was when the best weapons in the game were like a 50 mil Midas and superior dragon armor. Nothing like it is now. And I went to the deep caverns, and I was trying to get like a better feel for the game, so I was asking people like, "Is this good enough gear for this area?" And they were like, "Yeah, you are prepared for the next couple areas." And I kind of just chilled in the deep caverns for a while, and then eventually went to the end. And there were some really nice people there. Somebody bought me a stonk pickaxe, or whatever it's called. Because they noticed me mining netherrack endstone with a what's it called? Just a regular diamond pickaxe. I was like, dang, the people of this people in the end are a lot nicer than the deep caverns. Those people are all rude, and they're like, no, you just came on a lucky server. People here are usually jerks. I like to get back into it, although I should probably talk about what I was going to say when I first started talking about Hypixel and Skyblock. Was the farming. Eventually, I set up my own world, my own island, not world, and I started farming a bit. And then shortly after that, I didn't build anything crazy on that world. Actually, island world, same thing. I actually still have it, and I haven't really touched it since I first started it. So maybe one day we can I can stream it and just show you my Skyblock, and then start a new one maybe. That might be a fun thing to stream, just Skyblock content. Yeah, I saw that world, and then I started my next one with a friend who no, there's a little bit of story before that. I don't need to actually mind that. I met this player on Skyblock, and we started a co-op together, and we got pretty far onto it. Eventually, they quit, and I ended up leaving, and I started a co-op with a friend I knew in real life who finally got Java after a very long time. Let me go up and store this stuff. I'll continue talking as I do it. I do not screenshot. I do not go very fast. Yeah, we get the world all set up and pretty established. I start doing like some basic farming, and eventually I see people who are farming. So I met a couple friends on there. Don't talk to me anymore. It's really just Skyblock buddies who all quit. I see them having like full island farms, so I decide, hey, let me build one. Sugarcane makes good money. Let me build a sugarcane farm. And this is before Builders Ones and all that. This is before like the Jacobs farming contest and all that, where farming was just kind of money way before the garden update. I don't even use the garden because I have all my farms. Until it told me, like, your farming fortune doesn't work here. And I was super upset because I spent, like, 7 hours over, like, multiple days on this farm. I built a full range sugarcane farm. I went down to the lowest point I could make. Place blocks. Lowest point I could make the farm. And I just built it. My friend helped a bit, like for an hour or so. But otherwise, it was completely me. Oh, that guy's armor, so he's not gonna die. And then after that, I was super proud of myself and decided I need more farms. So I built about 6 more farms, each taking anywhere from like 7 to I lost the number. I'm trying to think of a good estimate. 7 to like 12 hours each. And I built like 7 of them, and then I started a new one. And then the game introduces something called the Builder's Wand. I built 1 farm with the Builder's Wand, and it took me about 30 minutes. And that's just because I had to figure out how to use it. Yeah, I still have that. I still have that world. And then my friend stopped playing. The one who joined me, the one I knew in real life, stopped playing it. Don't remember exactly what happened. I think they their computer couldn't handle Minecraft or something, or they lost their computer or it broke or so. I don't remember what happened. And shortly before that, the person who I started the co-op with, the one I met in Skyblock, joined it for a short while, and they quit. They left a chest with all their items hidden. Of course, my friend found it because we watched them put it there when they thought we weren't watching. What am I looking for? I was looking for something I can't remember. Whatever. Just go back and start digging. I think I was so encapsulated with my own story that I forgot what I was doing. Yeah, we found the chest, then they quit and just left it. And then my other friend just stopped playing. But I still log on to that. That's the one I still play on. And I log on, and my account actually got wiped because of that's the one I got banned for on that account. I got wiped, all my items, well, most of them, and I was super upset because I lost like a fully maxed out Livid Dagger, full Shadow Assassin armor, and I got it all back eventually. Like I have it all back now, because I was pretty much addicted to Skyblock, so I was playing so much of it. It didn't take me too long. And now I just kind of log on, collect my items, although I haven't logged on in a while. Actually, I was thinking about, at the end of the stream, maybe I just log back on and just show you guys my island. No, I'll save that for when I actually start doing Skyblock content, because I want to. Not yet, though. Yeah, it just reminded me because I built a lot of farms, and now there's the garden, which I don't understand because I haven't put any time into actually learning it, and it just feels like that's a lot of mindless grinding. I've probably done more missions by just buying the items needed than actually farming them. Why am I at? Negative 52. I think I stopped at like negative 12 or something. So I still have a pretty long way to go. And, yeah, this farm is going to be dedicated entirely to wheat. I'm going to dig, like, a bunch more of these farms. All dedicated to different crops. How fun is that? Guys, I'm out of ideas. I don't play Minecraft a whole lot. I'm not good at building. This is all I can do is waste time digging large holes to build farms. I need suggestions. I'm done with that today. That's all I'm going to do for that project. Today, at least. I was actually thinking maybe I should like build it all offline, but I want everything to be documented. I've said this before. If I'm going to be streaming something, I want to stream the entirety of it, no matter how boring people think it is. I just want it all to be documented. It's something I've always wanted to do was at my look back at my younger self playing games and just being like, how did I play games back then? I want to see all of it. You know, like I would love to see when I first started playing Borderlands compared to how I am now. My first reaction to beating the game and all that. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see me learning to play a game that I absolutely love playing now and not knowing what to do. It's just something fun. And that's something I can do by like looking back at my Deep Rock Galactic. I recently started playing it and I have about 30 hours into it, and if I wanted to see the first couple hours I put into the game, all I have to do is go back and check. It's literally there for me. Of course, I don't stream every single game I play. I stream probably a fourth of the games I play. And I mean that in game time. If I stream for 2 hours a day, I've probably played at least 6 more hours beyond that. At least. Yeah, but it's just something fun to do. Let's take all my deep slate and build my castle up a bit more. That's all I really know what to do. All I really know how to do. Yeah, plus, I'm young. Yeah, I'd like to see my voice isn't completely done changing. So I'd like to see how it's going to change within the next couple of years. I figured streaming, that'll help me check that as well. It's a bit of a weird reason. But I've always liked my voice, and I've liked it especially recently. This is gonna suck to build because of how I built it. Just digging it, I already see that this is going to be not very fun, to put it lightly. I'm not gonna waste any blocks. But more blocks for the farm, I guess. I'm tired of building farms, guys. I've spent probably around 60 to 70 hours of my life building farms in Minecraft that I will never get back. I can literally recall the last multiplayer world I played with a friend. A couple hours into the world, all I was doing was building farms. I literally built a 4-layer wheat farm, and I was just getting food to everybody. I built a bounty board next to my farm, and I would just set up like stuff for them to go get, and I would trade them food and bread for it because they needed bread because we just started the server. And then I would send them out to get stuff like potatoes and berries so that I could trade that to them instead when I built up more farms for those. I'm going the wrong way. I need to grab more deep slate. No, what is it called? I don't know Minecraft. Yeah, deep slate, that's what it's called, I think. Yeah. That should be good. Polished. There we go. I don't know why. Even when I play like a mod or something and it's like choose your job, my mind is like farmer. Gotta pick farmer. You know, maybe I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do in terms of my career. Just become a farmer, you know? If I did do farming, though, I'm interested in mycology, which is mushrooms, and I'd love to do something like that. I don't know why I'm so infatuated with mushrooms, but I am. I've actually considered starting up another channel. I know I already have 3, and I only post to 1 because 1 is for edited videos, 1 is for shorts, but they never get views. So I decided I'll just keep posting shorts to my VODs channel. That's the final one. But I thought about starting another one and just doing something else I like. Like, I've always wanted to start growing mushrooms just to... It seems like it'd be fun to do. And it'd be fun to document. So maybe I'll do that. If you guys don't like my gaming stuff, maybe you'll like me growing mushrooms. Because that's something people are interested in. Normal people. I assure you, I'm normal for wanting to start a mushroom farm for no reason whatsoever. See, I was talking about how I just try to talk about things to fill the silence, and it turned from Skyblock, something that's actually relevant to what I'm doing, because that is Minecraft, and I'm playing Minecraft, to mushrooms. I've definitely gotten a lot better at just speaking since I first started. I mean, that's one of the reasons I even started doing this in the first place. I needed to get better at speaking. It's definitely worked. Yeah, this is looking nice. Although this part's gonna suck because of how much dirt there is. Oh wait, no, never mind. I was thinking back to when I first built this and how I had to fill in all the water. But I realized this probably gonna be the easiest side because it's just a straight line. The next side's gonna suck because that is a diagonal line. How did I even manage that? Oh, I went to say something and then hiccuped or something. I don't even know what that was. It wasn't a hiccup, but weird. Just finished digging out all of this. But not this. Put it back there. And I'm all out of things to talk about. I mean, I guess I can segue into something else relevant. I was talking about how I can't figure out my career, so I wanted to try mycology. And I put this back with a torch there because I don't know why I had a torch here, but surely there was a reason. But something I've always wanted to do is something with my voice, which is why I like streaming so much. I get my voice out there. I'm pretty sure I've already talked about this on stream before. I use my voice quite a bit. Maybe not. Yeah. So something I've wanted to do for a while now was voice acting. And I'm just a huge fan of voice actors. I really like people who can just transform like a show or like a moment in a show because they put like actual effort and heart into it. Yeah, it's always interesting to hear somebody who's like passionate about what they're doing in terms of voice acting. I want to do that. I want to do something with my voice. It was either voice acting, singing, something of the sort. I do like to sing. No, I'm not going to sing on stream. At least not anytime soon. You know, maybe we'll do a fun event once I get more people, like more of an audience. Do something like karaoke where you guys pick the songs. That'd be awesome. Karaoke with viewers. That'd be awesome. But yeah, I like to sing. I like to use my voice when I'm a voice actor. But I know that's an extremely competitive job to get into. And I'm not a competitive person. Part of the reason why I don't play online games. That's why the only online games I've really played... Oh, I'm done building? Nice. Only online games I've played on stream are like Deep Rock Galactic because it's collaborative. I'm not fighting anybody to do stuff. We're working together, we're a team. It's fun. I enjoy that kind of stuff. The only competitive game I play often is... No, there's a couple. There's Clash Royale, but I don't even play the competitive aspect about it. I don't play stuff like ladder or whatever the new ladder is called. I don't even know what they're called at this point. I don't even think it tells me if I open up the app. Yeah, all I play is like 2v2s, and I used to play Showdown a whole bunch before they removed it. I'm actually really upset about that. I used to love going to the menu and playing like Showdown, Sudden Death. I played so much Sudden Death that after like a month, I gained the purple badge for it, like 500 Sudden Death wins. Right now I'm sitting at 849, and I have not played Sudden Death in a while because, well, they kind of removed the ability to play it whenever you felt like it in the party menu. So now I just play like classic 2v2s. They still have classic 1v1s, but it's not fun anymore because they removed card levels. And it feels balanced. I used to like playing against people who are higher than me so I could destroy them and feel good about myself. That was a terrible way of putting it. Hold on, I actually gotta move this. Oh, never mind, that's supposed to be there. So yeah, I don't even play it. I started pushing trophies today for the first time in literal months, and I'm only at 5,600 trophies. Because I just, I don't care to climb. The only reason I'm climbing right now is because I want Archer Queen and Mighty Miner, and maybe eventually Monk. But the second I hit 6,500 trophies, I'm not pushing anymore. There's no reason to. I don't want to. Other than these 3 champions, I have every card in the game, and I enjoy it. You know, I don't spend money on the game. I spent money 3 times, two season passes when they were $5 and they were a good deal. And then once when I was super young and getting into the game, I spent like $30 to unlock Sparky, which was my first legendary when they were super hard to get. Oops. Let's farm some wood while I talk. Yeah, and the other game is Rocket League. I think I already said that. Back onto the storytelling. Let's not get too off topic here. Yeah, I've always been a fan of single-player games. That's why I enjoy stuff like Borderlands. And even then, I've only done duels a couple times in Borderlands, mostly because I don't even think it's a huge aspect of it. But there's another game I play. I have like 300 hours into it, and I've done the co-op quite a bit, but I just don't even care for the PvP because I feel like it's just gonna suck. Because even in the co-op, other people just have so much more damage than I do. They're struggling to like damage the boss, and it will take me like 30 minutes of constant damage, and then they just go up and one-shot it, and I'm like, I can't compete with these people, you know? Even though there's achievements for doing PvP, it's a game nobody even plays anymore anyways, so even if I tried to load into a PvP match, I wouldn't be able to. And that just annoys me because I'd probably sit there for like 30 minutes to finally get into one, and then just lose. So yeah, I don't even bother. I'm not an achievement hunter, so it doesn't matter. sure I could ask somebody to be, or to like log on to the game, just allow me to like beat them in a couple duels so I can get the achievement, let them beat me so they can get the achievement, and then just be done with it. But yeah, I don't really care about achievements. Let's talk about achievement hunting, because I've ran out of stuff to talk about regarding competitive gameplay. Something I want to start doing. I feel like it'd be fun if something I want to do is maybe start achievement hunting for games like Skyrim. I have played Skyrim for well over 500 hours total across my entire life and all my consoles. Because you can't just buy Skyrim once, you have to buy it every time a new console comes out. And I have never gotten even like half the achievements. I just get achievements accidentally. So what I'm thinking is sometime soon, we do an achievement hunting, and that'll also be like, oh, you guys reset because I haven't traded with you in a while. It'll be a fun way of making a long-term character, because I'm not going to like speedrun achievement hunting. That's no fun. Well, I mean, for some people it might be, but it'll be a good way to make like a long-term character. Try to like max out all the skills. Because I know some of the achievements require you being high level. Yep. One thing I've wanted to do in Skyrim for a while is fight the Ebony Warrior, and I've never made it to level 80. I think my highest level character is like level 70. No, not 70. Like 62 or something like that. I don't know about pumpkin pie. I'm gonna get another farmer soon. You trade fortune, right? I made a whole villager just for fortune. Efficiency 3 and mending. If I put mending on these, once I max them out, I will. Buy some bread, just for the XP. You can have that. Breadman. Breadman, have some bread. Yeah. Oh, another reason I was talking about voice acting, I just remembered. I started watching One Piece again lately. And that's solely because of an ad I saw, for, Gear 5 just came out or something. I don't know. I have not gotten that far. I've gotten like 100 episodes in, maybe. And I was watching it, and I just didn't realize just how good of a voice actor the voice actor for Luffy is. And that made me want to rewatch the show. And it's actually making me... do I go down and build? No. But, get some more quartz, maybe? Yeah, we'll get quartz while I wait. Yeah, the voice actor for Luffy is just amazing, the Japanese voice actor. And it started making me watch the show again. And before that, my favorite voice actor... Why are you attacking me? Oh, you're a zombie. You're not even like a zombified piglin. Yeah, before that, my favorite voice actor was, the Japanese voice actor was, the one for Sid Kagano from Eminence and Shadow. And my favorite English voice actor hasn't changed, and that's Ian Sinclair. They voice characters like Magna from Black Clover. That's actually how I discovered them. I have no blocks. But yeah, even before then, I just wanted to become a voice actor, even before I started having like favorite voice actors and all that. And I like to do impressions and stuff, and I feel like that helps me learn the full capabilities of my voice. No, I will not be doing any impressions on stream. Not yet. Everything I say I'm not going to do is going to be a not yet, because I feel like that'd be fun, eventually. No, I need those. How rude of you, lava. Yeah, one of the impressions I am probably best at is Joe Swanson from Family Guy. That's probably one of my favorite impressions. Plus, there's a lot of voices that are similar or the same to his that just make it a lot easier. Like the guy from the B movie. You know which one I'm talking about. Trying to think of all the voices I can do. One of them I'm kind of good at is Doofenshmirtz. That's a fun voice. And then I recently watched a video of a girl doing the Angry Birds, the bird noise, you know what the noise they make. And I tried it, and turns out I'm pretty dang good at that one as well. But it's just fun learning the capabilities of your voice. Especially for me who wants to learn the full capabilities and discover new voices. One voice I'm working on right now that I feel like I'm getting closer is Brick from Borderlands. He's my favorite character. His voice seems doable for me. I'm working on it. I'm getting pretty dang close. Plus, he has a lot of really funny lines, or just lines that are really fun to practice with. Yep, probably my favorite line from Brick is in 3, when you were when you first meet up with him at the anvil. And he goes like, punching people, it's my job and my hobby. Yeah, hilarious. I love that voice line so much. The one where you jump off the buzzard's nest, also a great one. Classic Brick. Yeah, it's just learned a whole spiel there. Voice acting. I should do reaction content. I'm gonna watch a video, like a 10-second TikTok or something, and just completely forget what I'm doing. And then just talk about something else for the next 10 minutes and then just end the video. That'd be funny. Alright, but I've got a Breezely Bridge, Mr. Pig. Aw, man, I hit a wall. Alright, well, I just said I can't do, like, short form 10-minute videos of me just telling stories in the background because I can't tell stories, and then I just, did nothing but tell stories for an hour and a half with no breaks. I'm talking about everything. Okay. Well, that seems like a good place to end it because I'm all out of stories. Just short of 2 hours. How unlucky. Well, if you enjoyed, be sure to check out the VOD channel. You're probably watching this on the VOD channel if you're even bothering to watch it. Let me know if you have any games you'd like to see me play or mods for those games. And hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.